Good evening and welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Shop with Russ. We're back again. Having a good time tonight. We're sitting around talking, and we always get on the show, for those of you who don't know, a little early and sit around and talk for a little bit, so it's actually a lot of fun. I'd love to record some of the stuff and play it back, but I'm afraid that everybody that listened would you would be thrilled. Trust me, it's a good conversation. But that being said, we have a lot to talk about tonight, and I mean a lot. We're here. Moy is going to be the guest for the night. He's got something to show us, but I've got a lot of stuff to go over. For those of you who have seen my special announcement tonight, so that's one of the things we need to go over. So let's just go ahead. Let me talk about my sponsors real quick, and then we'll go ahead and go straight into what I need to say, and then we'll start with Moy. But my sponsors are Devobal Technologies for web design, hosting, and websites. Go to devobal.com, Devobal Technologies. Also, Olivewood 2000 for beautiful, elegant, Holy Land olive wood. Check out Olivewood 2000 on eBay. And FastCap, innovative products for professional woodworkers. Go to fastcap.com. Those guys are great over there. Paul and everybody at FastCap, really great people. So I got that out of the way. So let's go right up to what I need to talk about real quick, and it might take a little bit of time, but it's very important. I know y'all have heard it. I've got lots of people that have asked me about it, and so tonight's the night to tell you about it. Is we're having the website giveaway. So somebody out there is going to get if you don't have a website, they'll create one for you. You have to decide on a host or a name for your website, a domain name. If you have a domain name and have a website, then somebody out there is going to get a complete makeover. It's basically a brand new website, because mine was before is nothing compared to what it is now. They basically remade it. They used the photographs and some of the other stuff, but they totally redid it. And thanks to Frank Conan over at Devobal Technologies, Devobal Technologies is sponsoring this 100%. They're my sponsors, but they're giving away a free website. One of the ways that you can see all the rules, which I will try to go over tonight, is go to my website and go over to contests. When you go over to contest, you will break open a block that will come down to a giveaway. Click on giveaway, and there's all the information that you need to know about the website giveaway. This is probably at least about a $2,500 or more prize that you're going to be getting out there, folks, because they're not only giving you a website to completely redo, they're taking over your hosting. You pay nothing. And somebody asked me the other day, well, how long is this going to last? It's forever. I mean, until Frank's business goes under or something drastic happens, it's forever. They take it over forever, so it's completely free. So I'm really excited about this, about telling you about this tonight. It's probably easier if I just go. I had some notes down here, but I left them in my office, and so that's usually the way it is. Anything live is going to happen. It's going to mess up. It's going to happen here. So let me first, I'll keep talking, and I'll go over to my website and go over to the contest and get that open and ready for you, and go over to the giveaway page. Yes, thank you. You opened up really nice. And come back to you, and I'll go do a screen share so that we can go over this together. Somebody's going to have to open up and tell me if you can see my. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we see the Devobal website giveaway has arrived.
Okay.
But
So if you
not
go here,
presenting. As long as you're talking, it's the only time we can see it, though. So I'll shut up.
okay. So this is Devobal's giveaway is a free website. The site that you're on has been designed by them. I'm just going over it real quickly, and that's all what you get, because I want to go straight to the rules. In order to enter the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber to me on YouTube. You have to also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You have to do those. And also you have to follow Devobal on Facebook and Twitter. Those are a must.
Is there a link to their Facebook stuff on your website?
If yes, all you got to do is click to. Well, I take that maybe not my Facebook, but if you click on any of the emblems and their sponsors and stuff of the Devobal Technologies, it takes you to theirs.
Okay.
But I'll take care of that. That's a good point. I'll take care of that and have them have a put a link on here to actually their Facebook and Twitter page, because I know mine are probably on here. So, but
I used to do them all the time.
yeah, to be included in the giveaway, you must watch my show, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th. On those 3 shows, sometime during the show, I'm going to pop up a keyword, and it's not going to be like it was before where I announced the keyword. It's just going to be, I'm going to have somebody talking and everything, and all of a sudden the keyword, I'm just going to post it up there. And what you're going to need to do is write those 3 keywords down, because you will send me an email to contest@simplywoodencreations.com. In the email, it has to include the 3 keywords from the next 3 shows, and you'll even see that they have a little email thing sitting here where it says, "Hi Russ, the 3 keywords, I need your name, your address, and your phone number, and any other way that you think might be best to contact you. Any information, I promise you, that I get, I will not give it away to anybody. It is strictly for me, and actually, Frank's only going to know about the winner whenever he's, we have the drawing. So any information, and it'll be destroyed right afterwards. All the emails, everything will be deleted. Nobody will know anything, I promise. But I need a way, because my plans are, and I'll tell you this much, my plans are, you will have to be. We'll go over that in just one second. So those are the 3 things. On the shows, we'll do that. Only 1 entry per person per household. The subject line, if you'll read down here where my mouse is, send an email to contest@simplywoodencreations.com. The subject line must contain website giveaway June 2016. The body of the email must contain the 3 keywords, your name, address, and phone number, which we just give away. The giveaway goes from June 4th through June 21st, 2016 at 11:59 p.m. After that, it doesn't matter if you send me an email, they'll not be counted. And then on the 25th, Saturday 25th, 2015 at on the show, that's an error right there, 8:30 p.m. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to do the giveaway, and you must be present in the chat section in order to win. So what we'll do, we'll call a name. If you're there, hi. I'm going to reserve a place that night, or if we have a full panel, somebody on the panel will graciously, I'll ask them to step out ahead of time and let the person come on. If you have camera capabilities and you have a voice capabilities, you can come on and be live on the show with us as we give you the website. If you don't, I at least want your phone number. We're kind of modeling this after the CNC giveaway that Dave did, and I appreciate that very much that he did that with us. But where I will call you on the phone and live on the show and congratulate you for winning the website. But you have to be present on the 25th in the chat section to acknowledge, hey, I'm here, and then I will call you and we'll talk for a few minutes. And once again, you have to be a subscriber to me on YouTube, follower on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also Devobal Technologies on Facebook and Twitter. So if you go to my website, you see it right here. All the rules are laid out for you. Everything's there. And let's see if I can graciously get back over to... Am I here?
Yep, you're there.
Okay. So guys, I'm excited about this. This is very, very, very big. I mean, very big. If you don't, I know a lot of us, the woodworkers out there can't afford their own website. Or I'll tell you right off the bat, I had mine was on GoDaddy, and I built it myself, and it was horrible. I'll be the first to admit it. It wasn't that great, you know, and when Frank emailed me and came along and became my sponsor and took it over, I love my website. I'm telling you, they did a fantastic job. They are great people to work for or to work with. They respond very well. They are very cooperative. Chase is. I've talked to him more than anybody in support, but I believe it's Scott. There's another guy there, but all the guys are great over there. But you're going to love it. They'll give you a complete website makeover. Hope if you have one, you already have your domain name. They just basically take it over, and but they'll work with you and give you anything you need. So very excited about this, guys. I mean, this is a biggie. It is a real biggie. So just before we go on, anybody got any? I know you. Actually, Donald come up with a good point about putting the Facebook and Twitter thing on there for the Volvo, but anybody else got anything that they want to add real quick or ask me that's on the panel for?
Well, for what it's worth, on the outside chat, somebody wanted to know if we could ever do a show about the cameras and sound equipment we use on our YouTube videos.
Oh, sure. That's completely possible. We can arrange that. Anybody else got anything or any questions they want to ask or whatever? I will be posting a small, short video with all this information on my YouTube channel and probably on Facebook on Simply Wooden Creations, trying to get it out there. Need to tell your friends, tell all your woodworking buddies, because like I said, this is really, to me, this is, I mean, I would love to have, and I know a lot of the woodworkers that are out there, some of them can't afford a website, or they can't, not only can't afford it, they don't know how. Trust me, I was blessed enough to know how to put my crappy website together the first time, but they've taken over and done so much. So to me, this is really great. But that's all I got. That's the big announcement that everybody heard about is we're giving away a website, and really excited. Before we go any farther, though, just real quick, we're going to start roll call. Is Shane and Shelly, y'all? The Mother's Day contest is ended, but you're having the giveaway, and go ahead and tell us about that, and introduce yourselves at the same time. Let's get it all over with.
Okay, well, I'll start this time. My name is Shane. I'm with Shane's Hobby Shop. You can find me on all your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, on all of that under Shane's Hobby Shop.
And my name is Shelly Cole. A lot of you know me as Mom from the channel Know What Mom Knows. And even though we have separate channels, we often work together. We live in the same house. Right now we're having a Mother's Day 2016 contest. It has ended, but we do have our live show 7 o'clock Central Time this Monday night, meaning 2 nights from now, 7 o'clock Central Time on Shane's Hobby Shop.
YouTube.
Okay? Yeah. On YouTube, Shane's Hobby Shop YouTube, and be there because even if you have not entered the contest, we will be having some prizes just for the chat, just for people showing up. And it's going to be a fun night because we have a lot of prizes to give out as it is for our contestants. And we're going to have some speakers talking about, you know, what they did for entering the contest, what projects they made. So be there, 7 o'clock, Monday night, Shane's Hobby Shop.
Great. All right, let's do roll call real quick so we can get over to Moy. Moy has some good stuff for us, and I'm sorry I'm taking a little bit long or a little bit extra, but I was just, I'm telling you, I'm excited that when they gave me the approval to do the giveaway, I'm like, man, I couldn't be more happier for somebody out there to get this than I'm happier about my website. I got news for you. So let's go down the roll, and first person on my left is Brian. Brian, tell us where we can find you. And Brian are you there?
What's up? See? I hate this computer. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yep, yep.
I'm the frozen guy over here on a brand new HP laptop. Well, anyway, you can find me at Summers Woodworking on YouTube or any of the social media just by searching Summers Woodworking. Or you can find everything over on my website at summerswoodworking.co.
Great. Next is Mr. Charles Deering. Charles, I know I posted earlier. Go ahead. I know I posted earlier this week that I got a boat. I was afraid that I might have to go and come get you.
Good Lord, I'm so sick of rain. But I want to make it clear to folks, number one, I appreciate all the be carefuls and blah, 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 but it wasn't the kind of flooding where, you could only see rooftops. I mean, we got lucky there, but the 9 soldiers died not too far from here, from Fort Hood. Yeah, it finally dried up, but then right when it starts to dry, it'll start raining again. Jerry knows he's only about 45 minutes from me, and Brian probably knows because he's on the coast. Anywho, I am Charles Deering, and I have woodenvisions.com, which is mainly selling scroll saw patterns. I have YouTube. I believe I go by the Charles Deering. And what else? All my social media should show up on my website, woodenvisions.com, which is a big old sticker in the middle of Russ's sticker board, or you'll see it in the you'll also see all my social media in the description of every video on YouTube. And thank you for having me. What's up, Moy?
And then next is Mr. Dave Gatton.
Thank you, Russ. Thanks for having me on tonight. My name's Dave Gatton. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all those things under Dave Gatton. I'm probably most active on Facebook than the Twitter and the YouTube. But anyway, and also you can find me immediately following this show with the CNC with Dave show coming at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yes, right after this show, Dave's going to have his show, and go over and check him out. He talks about CNC, real good show. I get on there as much as I can, and I enjoy it. Okay, Donald, where can we find you?
Well, when I'm not in jail, I'm not just kidding. You can find me on YouTube, Donald Vlogs 5 the Woodshop. My website is redneckknowhow.com, and all my Twitter and Instagram links are there on my YouTube channel. And I believe that's it.
Live from the state pen is Donald Matthews.
Just clarify, the most I've ever spent in jail was overnight, and I was innocent.
That's why it's so dark. He's hiding in the ductwork.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's in the witness protection program. All right, Jerry Brown. We don't get Jerry on here very much. Glad to have you, buddy. Enjoy a lot of the stuff you do. You've been doing stuff, a lot of shows or whatever where you're selling your stuff. But how you doing? And introduce yourself.
Jerry at Polly Wants a Crafter. Everyone can find me at Polly Wants a Crafter. Facebook, Instagram, got a website. Been busy doing shows out all week long and weekends. Today we had Saturday off, which is good because I get to get on the shows.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. I've invited you a few times before, but you're always busy. But good to see you and good to have you anytime you can. Next is Mr. John Schaffner.
Yep, that would be me. You can find me on Facebook or, generally speaking, in the shop.
And then, Tommy. You scared me for a second. All I seen was your thing. So, Tommy G. Tommy's in the house. Where can we find you?
I'm not sure he's on, Russ.
Well, he was, because it flipped back. It keeps flipping back and forth. But you're right. I don't know if it's. He's here, but he's not the video and audio is not working good enough.
Tommy, can you hear me? Tom,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, Tom, if you can hear us, your video and audio is not working. So
This is ground control to Tommy J.
yep, you need to back out and try to come back in or something because we can't hear you and we see you, but you're. All right, let's go straight over to, if Tommy gets to come back in, I'll let him introduce himself or talk about it. So let's go straight over to Moy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
You can find me under Moy Perez Woodshop on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That's about it.
Great. And you got a little surprise for us tonight. Go ahead and you can tell us anything you want, except for your life's troubles or history or and in prison like Donald and stuff like that.
It's only an hour show, so.
And
so anyway,
try not to sing because he done got me and Charles trying to do it.
So anyway, but tell us what you've got set up for us tonight, and the show's yours. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm currently working on my miter saw station, kind of making it up as I go along, but today I'm just going to start with the 36-inch cabinet. And there's all kinds of different ways to make cabinets. Sometimes I remember my first one I built, pretty intimidating, but I've pre-cut some of the 4x8 sheets. I had the big box store rip it down so I can get it in my car and then get it here, and it'll be easier for me to cut down. So I've done that. I've pre-cut a lot of it already, and just for time's sake. But I'll pretty much show you how I build a cabinet. Hopefully we have time for the face frame, and we can knock that out. That's about it. We'll see what we get done.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Hey Russ, if I start making a whole lot of noise, go ahead.
A lot of times when if you fire off a table saw or something, you usually mute yourself. But yeah, we'll work around it. Now, Moy, I'm going to warn you. Yeah. Nothing that we ever do on the show live turns out right. There's always a problem.
I don't expect it to. That's what I said. We'll see if everything lines up. And it's not like I have real plans. I have a hand-drawn sketch. That's about it. This is what I'm going off of here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you see it good, but that's exactly the way that I usually do it. I'm serious.
That's more than I usually got.
Yeah, I've tried using SketchUp a few times, but I just can't get the hang of it, and it's easy for me to just draw it out. I've got the image in my head of what I want to do, and it's just a matter of doing it, and I make the dimensions up, and off I go. Now, is that an actual Craig jig, or is that a combination of something you made?
It's a combination of Harbor Freight, the cheapo pocket hole jig, and I kind of make this jig just to help me along.
It looks good.
And I like it because you can break it down and it'll just hang on the wall. It breaks down.
Looks good.
I like it. It works for me.
While he's doing that, I will make a note that and a lot of people, there's a lot of people that don't have pocket holes. I don't know why. I have used. What the heck are you doing, Charles Deering?
When he uses that drill, it doesn't mute. It's about
me. Well, I hate to mute him due to the fact that he'll have to walk back over to the computer. He wants to say something. So.
I hear it.
Okay, that's it. That's the last one.
I probably messed around with this, but there's a controversy about pocket holes. A lot of people don't like them, or they claim they're not wood. I've read a lot of stuff, and I sit there and laugh. It's a tool, people. Just like any other thing in your shop. It's a great invention. I use them all the time. They're fantastic.
You know what? It's something to get people into woodworking who feel that they are not quite ready to do mortise and tenon and dovetails. So it's still woodworking. It don't make a difference. Do your thing.
You're exactly right. I mean,
There's very few cabinets that I've seen without pocket holes.
Well, the ones that you buy from IKEA and all those other that are already put together have those stupid little where you screw the thing in and turn it twice or whatever kind of thing. But I mean, it's still a form of joinery, like a pocket hole. It's just a little bit different. But I right after Craig came out with the started with the pocket holes, I bought one of their first jigs. I bought the little tiny one, the little portable one, and you can put on a board or you can put anywhere on a cabinet. I'm talking about this thing's only about this big and has 3 holes in it, and I bought the clamp to hold it. So it's basically portable. I can walk up to a cabinet and put it on the side and bore pocket holes. So, and I started using it. I'm like, wow, this thing is fantastic. I loved it.
Actually, when I started up my shop, Craig Jig actually donated their pocket hole jig to me, and I love it. I'll use it on everything I can.
Yeah. Now, is that 3/4 inch plywood?
It is. It's a cheap kind.
The cheap kind. I love it.
It's not Baltic birch by any means.
Right.
Moy said this is a shop project.
Oh yeah. I had a hard time spending, I think it came up, I bought 3 sheets and it was $100, and I was like, I had a hard time spending that.
Yeah. Wood ain't cheap. It's sad. It's like I used to be able to buy I used to build a lot of my mobile fishing hold your rod holders, fishing racks, at a 1x12 just pine, and I was getting some beautiful there for a while. 1x12 3/4 inch pine there at Home Depot and Lowe's. I mean, not a lot of knots in it and everything. I could buy a 12-foot piece for $9, and I go back now to look at a 12-foot piece, and it's like $20. And on top of that, it's not clear anymore. It's got so knotty and so broken up, it's like really nasty. So everything's taking a jump.
Yeah, it's like me. I use the 1/2 inch sheathing for shop stuff. Because I'm just not going to put a whole lot of money into pretty wood for the shop. Something to go into shop. And you used to be able to get that stuff for like $8 a board. Now it's like 15, 16, 20. Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you not understand the concept that I'm a broke redneck?
So these are the bottom portions of your new miter straw sand?
This is actually, it's going to be a 36-inch cabinet. It's pretty much on its side right now, with what I'm doing.
Yeah, but my point is, it going to stand on? It's not on the wall. It's going to be on the floor, right?
Yeah, on the floor.
Yeah.
It's going to be 8 foot long altogether.
Right. Gotcha.
And the main purpose is I need storage.
Right.
So I'm going to put a bunch of. I think I got about 12 drawers in there.
Great.
So that will help out a lot. And then the actual base, the toe cake will also be drawers. Is what I'm thinking. We'll see if it works out.
I think the new National Woodworkers motto should be a place for my stuff.
Place for my stuff.
Wait, think about it. We spend more time building stuff to put our tools in and stuff like that than we do actual projects.
No, let's correct that. I spend more time spinning a mobile stand for my fans to keep my butt cool than I do doing projects.
Hey, that's a place for your stuff. You'll manage your stuff to cool your stuff.
Speaking of that, Russ, how's your daughter liking that, with that pantry shelf that you made out of A-frame?
No, the ladder shelf. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got it in. It's a ladder shelf that she put in her bathroom. She loves it. They've officially got the master bedroom. They put wood floors in the master bedroom. They totally repainted it, did everything, the whole master bedroom, and then that one in the bathroom. My son-in-law is handicapped, and yes, they can't have a cabinet underneath the sink. The sink has to be bolted to the wall so they can get the wheelchair or whatever he's in up underneath it. So they're limited as to what they can have in the bathroom. The shower is an open shower, in other words, where you can just walk right in it. There's no lip or anything. And so she needed something in there to put towels and stuff on, and so I went over there and measured the distance between the sink and the toilet and made that for her to put there to hold her towels. And the very top shelf, she's going to put the toothbrush holders and toothpaste and stuff like that, and the other 3 shelves. So I'm also fixing to build her a cabinet that will sit above the toilet, and it's going to be as deep as the toilet tank, so it not interfere with anything, and so that she can have storage in that also.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that turned out. I was really, really pleased with the way that turned out. And another reason I put so many coats of polyurethane on it to make it so glossy is not only for the glossy reason, which I love, but was also it's going in the bathroom, so I wanted to make sure that the wood was protected from the moisture. Now this is, I have to admit, this is pretty doggone neat. I have never seen anybody in front of me assemble a cabinet. I'm enjoying this.
I'll bring it a little bit closer once I get a couple of screws in there.
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see me behind me here, man.
Yeah.
I don't have a very big shop, so that's about the best I can do here.
What was the name of that guy? What was the name of that guy from Tool Time that you only saw from here up?
Oh yeah.
That was the neighbor, right?
Yeah, it was the neighbor. He always stood at the fence. And you always saw his face up.
Yeah, I think his name's Al.
Al was his partner on the show. Was it Wilson?
Yeah. No, Wilson was the name. Yeah, that's it. Now, Moy, you said you got a small shop, and I see you got that air filter hanging up. Is that kind of too close? Does it kind of like bother you when you're working on the table?
I'm short, so it's no problem for me. But if you're tall, you'd be bumping into that. That's only about 7 foot air.
Oh, dang.
I've got a big one too.
Mm.
Yeah. Somebody else might have an issue with it.
Oh, Al Forts from Odessa Woodworking is over in the chat. Robert Evans over there. Robert Evans says the guy's name was Mr. Wilson.
Oh. You're right, Russ. It's not lighting up. It's lighting up.
I told you. I don't care what you do, or when it comes live, there's always going to be a fudge. That's just like me. I prepare everything for the show. I had some notes, and I brought half the notes in here and sit there and left the rules for the contest laying on my desk. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's the only reason I mean, people think, like, I went to the website. I went to the website on purpose because I couldn't remember all the rules and forgot to bring them.
Damn, it was there a minute ago.
Yeah.
Charles is bailed out on us too. I don't know what happened to Charles. Nathan Longfellow said he just watched three episodes of Home Improvement this afternoon. Robert Lee's over there from Robert Lee's Woodshop. Hi guys, glad y'all are over there. I appreciate y'all being over there. For those that you didn't see on my Facebook, I posted a picture of me and Al. I'm trying to. I forgot to ask him. Is it Al Fort or Al Forte? It's Forte, so I think it's Forte. But anyway.
I think so.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it's Al Forte.
Forte. Anyway, I had lunch with him about not this past week, the week before. He was here in Florida, and he and I had lunch together. Really, him and his wife. We had lunch together. A really nice guy. I really had a good time.
Yeah, you posted pictures. I remember that. Very nice.
Yep. Very good guy. So nice to see you over there. It's not Fort. Yeah, it's not Fort. Okay, so it's Forte. I thought it was. You on the end gave me that clue. Donna Prusy says, I like it. I like Fort. Hey, it's my show. I'll call you whatever I want.
If you go by redneck Southern pronunciation, it's 4T.
4T? Forte? Or
4T.
He left me and went Lakeland and went to Orlando to go to the what's the name of the thing where they get dressed up as characters and stuff? Comic Con or something or whatever. He left. He went up there with them. And he got to meet and see William Shatner.
I was a little bit jealous over that one.
I know, I was too.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. Oh.
Well, he sent me a picture of him standing. I told him, get me a picture autograph, and he sent back and he said, they're $60. And I went, I don't like him that much.
I used to collect comic books, and I've been not the major comic cons, but some of the smaller ones. And it's fun, but there again, there's some weird people there.
Yeah.
I met one dude, and I swear he truly believed that what was going on in them comic books was real life.
So, Moy, give us an update. What you doing?
Okay, so I'm getting a couple of the spacers or braces, supports, whatever you want to call them. This is actually going to be in the back here. I'm just trying to get the spacing right now. Usually, if you make cabinets, you only want this side, right? But I'm cheap, so I want to try to maximize the amount of plywood. So it's a 36-inch cabinet, so I'm going to put this in the middle, make two 18-inch cabinets, use less material.
Okay, that's pretty good. I like that idea.
So I'm going to try to get one of these in there now.
Say something, Russ.
Something, Russ.
So, Donald, your last post, it kind of sounded like you're taking a break between pins. Is that true?
No, not really. I'm just on my YouTube channel. I've been posting a lot of pin videos, so I'm trying to get something different up there. I've still got some more pins coming up, but
But I'm willing to bet you probably got a good surplus of pins already made right now, right? Or do you give them out as soon as you make them?
Do what now?
The pins that you make, are you keeping the pins that you make, or you giving them out as soon as you make them?
I'm selling them.
Oh, selling them? Well, I'm talking about, do you have them, do you like that 15 pins set aside right now? Like
Yeah, I probably got about that many.
What you ought to do then for a project, you ought to make a display case for it all. That way you can show them off in one display case.
I've got that in mind too, along with a pin box.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents. I don't have a display case, much less any pins to show off.
Well, you got one, and I got one.
Yeah, I got one pin. I
got
didn't make it.
But up till now, they've been selling pretty good. So by the time I get them done and post a picture, somebody's like, there's really no place.
I know the guy who turned my pin. He did an awesome job, and I'd recommend him to anybody.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying if the need's not there, why build one?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
And I don't go to craft shows and stuff like that yet, so it's.
We actually got one coming up here pretty soon, don't we?
I've been blessed in the fact that most of my stuff sells before I could even get any accumulated to put in a craft show.
Yeah, for those who maybe just joining us, I know there's a couple of people I saw ask over there. Moy is making a 36-inch high cabinet that is going to become his the base for his miter saw stand, or miter saw cabinet that he's going to put in. So he's pre-cut the pieces for us, and he's assembling the cabinet, showing how he's going to assemble the cabinet. We'll get as much. He's going to get as much done tonight. I think it's pretty using pocket hole joinery to do part of it. But we're getting to watch him live assemble what is going to be his miter saw stand in his shop.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Hey, so far so good, buddy. You're doing a great job. I'm enjoying it. You know what? I'm enjoying it so much, and I haven't even broke a sweat.
I did already.
I was going to say it looks kind of easy from my side. You said pretty. You can't get the drawers built in an hour or two.
Dude, I'm slow. If somebody ordered a set of kitchen cabinets for me, it'd probably take me about a year.
I know what you mean. Speaking of pan stands, I made that one with the arch on one of my videos. I had another order for one of those. It wound up taking me about a month to get that thing made. And it's nothing but bending a little strip of wood and engraving somebody's name in it and putting polyurethane on it. But at the time they ordered it, it happened to be a time where we were getting a lot of rain and it was real humid, and when you go to putting polyurethane on something and it's real wet.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it anyway.
Sticking to it. Yeah, this is taking longer than I thought. That's a normal build, isn't it?
Yeah. You're doing fantastic.
I want to be able to get those screws in the back so I can pull you guys in a little bit closer. gives me a lot of trouble.
I'm impressed because I'd still be measuring.
Oh, well, I did that earlier.
Like I said, I'd still be measuring.
He went ahead and got a lot of the pieces already cut and everything, so.
Oh, he's one of these people that likes to prepare.
Yes. Moy was a Boy Scout.
I got kicked out on my second month in the Cub Scouts.
Guys, I'm watching over here on YouTube, so if you have any questions, make sure you post them over there.
Apparently, you're not supposed to pull the pigtails of the den mother's daughter.
Was it P.L. Camp saying it looks? What you're doing looks like a kit, like since you got it all cut.
Oh, yeah, it did. But it wasn't. That side.
Thank you, Mark Lindsay. He's over there. Robert Lee still over. Donna Presley's over there. Hi, Donna. Robert Evans. I saw Katie over there a little bit earlier in the chat section. Appreciate all you guys being over there and watching us. Russ Meadows joined us in the chat section since he couldn't get his video, I guess. Hope you're feeling better, Russ. Russ has been sick this past week or so. Thank you all you guys over there for watching us. I really do appreciate you over there.
Alright, so I think I've got it to the point where I can actually get you guys up and close and see kind of what I did here.
It looks great. I mean, really.
So I'm using these panel clamps, homemade type stuff here. You can see.
Yeah, I saw those. I'm impressed with those. I've seen them before, but I like those.
Yeah, they really come in handy anytime you do anything like this.
Yeah, and basically you just drive the wedge in there and it pulls it up tight, right?
And that's what holds it tight. Yeah.
That's what holds it, yes. Fantastic. You know, it's you do stuff as a woodworker on your own at home, and you do your own projects and everything. But I mean, it's really, really nice to be able to see somebody else do a project in front of you, because everybody has their own little technique, their own little way. It may be a cabinet, you may put it together, and the finished product may look pretty much the same, but there's always a little something in there that's a little different, or a little technique or whatever that we can all learn from. And I'm really liking this. This is.
Let me see if it doesn't hit the top.
Look at that. That's cool.
So the pocket holes are in the front because that's where I'm gonna, once I make the frame, that'll pull it in tight. That's how I'm gonna join them together.
Yeah, you're talking about once you make the front face, you'll use those pocket holes. Yeah, pull the.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And if you forget to do that, then I mean you'll have to use that small one, the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Clamp it down, you know.
It will work. If you would forget the little one that I have that I first bought years and years ago, you can take the little, put it up there wherever you want it, clamp it, and then drill them in, right? Just like you do let it sit.
Just about that's about the only choice you have at that point.
Yeah. Hey Patrick, you're over there in the chat section. Check your Facebook, over on your Facebook, if you want to join us, I sent you a link for you can join us on the panel, Patrick. So, Jim Bashirs, thank you for joining us, Jim.
Boy, whatever got you into woodworking in the first place?
You know, I took woodshop in high school, and I still have some projects that I made in woodshop. My mom still has a desk. My sister still has a table. So I really liked it, but I just got away from it for so long. And once I purchased my first house, I was like, I'm not paying somebody to fix that or build these shelves, and I started getting back into it. And pretty soon, I had to have a shop space. Because we all want one, right? I mean, why not?
You can save a lot of money.
Yeah, it costs money up front, but I mean, nobody's going to run to a store and buy every single tool you need at one time.
I've been woodworking 35, 40 years now, and I still don't have everything I want in my shop.
I'm going to get this down because it's going to be a lot easier to work on the floor.
Most people's problem is by the time they're getting close to having everything they need, the first one they bought wears out, and you got to buy new.
For me, it's just the time I get close to finishing the project, I run out of wood and I got to go back to the store.
The only thing I want to know is big ticket item. I just don't have room in the shop.
Just like to say hi over there in the chat section to Frank Condon, my sponsor, the guy that owns DeVoble Technologies. So big shout out to him over there in the chat section.
Hi, Frank.
Frank.
Hi, Frank.
We announced the giveaway tonight, Frank. So if you were watching earlier, you'll see. But yeah, he's a real nice guy. I'm glad to see him over there in the chat section. And he always bails out. He's into CNCs. His father built a CNC. He always bails out on my show and runs over to the Dave Gatton show. So I'm a little jealous about that. But yeah, he's a real nice guy. I tell you what, sometimes I have to just thank God because some of the things that's happened to me, just like him coming along and but decided he liked my show and what I was doing and becoming a sponsor. Sometimes the way things fall out and work out really just blow me away. So I appreciate him and appreciate everything his team's done for me.
Well, I have a question. Does this happen to all of the other woodworking? But Since I started getting into woodworking around October, I find that there's so many areas of woodworking that I just keep creeping up on, like a wider base of things. It's like if you're in woodworking, you're not just in woodworking. I'm finding now I'm in ring making, I'm in carving, I'm in Dremel work, I'm building a table and chairs. I'm in building scroll work, little candy boxes. It's like it's going all these different places, and I'm like, what? You know, it's really wide. I was wondering, is that just me, or is it because I'm new to woodworking? But I feel like,
Metal work will eventually creep up on you.
what will creep up? Middle, maybe.
Actually, we were just talking about taking one of my bandsaw blades and cutting it down.
For me.
So, yeah, we're getting metal in.
Yeah, because that's right. We're getting metal in one of my projects.
Yep.
And it's creeping up. It's crazy. I'm having fun.
That's part of why I enjoy doing it so much, because there's always something new to learn. There are people that are better at it than others, but I don't believe there's such a master woodworker, because there's always something else.
Yeah, you always got something to learn, and it always got the left field. Left field is a fun place to be at sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I find I'm starting on one project, and in the middle of that one project, all of a sudden I get this thing over here. I watch a video of somebody else. I jump over here, and I'm like, oh, I jump over here. It's like, whoa, it's so fun, you know. I'm just like,
Kind of funny. I've noticed over there. I've been watching the chat section ever since I pointed out that Frank was over there. I think people are asking him questions.
That's one way to get them to stick around the show.
Yeah. He will. I told him he had to be on the giveaway show. He's this kind of like mystery man in the background. He's got to be on. He's going to have to be on the giveaway show. So he will be on the panel on the giveaway show that night. And I really hope to have whoever wins. I really hope to have them on the show. We're gonna. I will ask one of y'all guys, and I know y'all will do that too.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be here.
No, I'm just saying. Back out as far as and let the person in, and if they don't have the audio video capabilities when they win, then I'll just call them on the phone like Dave did on the show, and I'll talk to him live. So, or talk to her live. It could be her live. Mom might win the thing, and then I can imagine how excited you're going to be.
Yeah, she makes brownies, so yeah, you can.
If you cannot send Frank brownies early because it will not help you win the contest.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Now, if you send them to me, I might be. That might be something else. Now,
How are we doing on time, Russ?
we're almost at the end of the show. We can run over a little bit. My question is those are all seats that are actually going to fit up against the wall.
Right.
And then
so this is the top. Your
Yep.
Your countertop's gonna sit up here.
Correct.
And it'll have yeah, we're not gonna have time for the frame at all. But the main carcass is done, and obviously if you want it to toe kick, then which I'm gonna do, this is gonna be set back 3 inches, and mine is gonna be 4 inches tall because I want some drawers under there. I don't want that wasted space.
Right. You gonna put it on that?
No, there's nowhere else to put. I kind of held off on this build for a long time because of that. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to make it mobile or not. But it's gonna be 8 foot long. There's nowhere else I can put this in my shop. So there's really no there's nowhere else that I can put it. So there's no reason to make it mobile.
So basically, no, it's going to be a permanent fixture up against the wall in part of your shop.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll just build around it. I have some ideas to to get the back section. Instead of just making drawers behind the fence, I'm thinking about putting some of my smaller tools, like the 1-inch belt sander, maybe the oscillating spindle sander back there. Just make it pull forward. It'll all be down the road, but I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna take my time.
Are you gonna pre-build the face frame and then attach it with the screws?
Yes. Yeah. That was my intention today. But yeah, I'll pretty much join the pieces with pocket holes the same way, and then once I have the frame built, then I'll just attach it with these pocket holes here.
Right. Right. No, actually, everything you've done is pretty basic cabinetry. In all sincerity, I mean, yes, there are. If it was a production shop, they'd do it a little bit different. But everything you've done is pretty basic cabinetry, and I really like what you do. Now, the pieces when you pocket holed and everything, you glued all the joints at the bottom and everything, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I like to put glue in there. I don't know if it really makes a difference in this case, but hey,
no, it does. It makes a difference. It'll hold that sucker together once it gets dried. It won't have any problems. Do we have any more questions over in the chat section while we're here? Yeah, for those who, I still have people popping in going like, what's he building? And I'm going like, he is building the base, some cabinets for the base of a miter saw stand. And the way you're looking at it now, there's going to be doors on the front. The top is actually, point up there at the top, Moy, please.
What's that?
Point at the top of it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be where the miter stand is going to sit. That's going to be the cabinet top, and there'll be doors on the front, and it's going to have a kick plate. So that's what we're looking at right now for those who are asking questions over in the chat section. He's basically doing a cabinet, and cabinetry, going to bolt it to the wall and then put a countertop on it, which will be his miter saw stand, and it looks great, my friend.
At the moment, it's a miter saw stand, carcass, skeleton.
Yeah. That's all it is at this point.
Yeah. So I'm looking over there. Where they want to know where you're putting it. Point to about the area where you go. Can we see?
Yeah. I'll take you over there. So there's all my dust collection set up. Pretty much, it's gonna go on this wall here.
Okay.
So right along this side.
Right under the AC, a good place for it to be.
Now you gonna put?
I planned that part.
You gonna put any like paint or anything like that?
I'm not gonna paint it. I'm gonna stain it, and then this is just fine. So I might stain the face frame. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do about the drawers. I might actually just say go for it and do inset. You know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna have either a two-tone stain kind of look to it. I don't know exactly what yet, but it will have finish on it.
And Moy, someone in the chat is asking, can you possibly continue the build online after the show is over?
Oh, I'm gonna make videos on it. There will be videos.
Yeah, I kind of figured he would. He's gonna. Yeah, there'll be videos on his on Moy's. I said workshop today in my video, but it's Woodshop Moy's, and it's actually Moy Perez Woodshop on Facebook, right? Or I mean on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, Moy Perez Woodshop on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I will have builds. It might be like a 3-part process. Obviously, I have another one of these to make, so that one I'll record, and then the center section. I'll go from there. It might be a 3-part series.
Mike's DIY Projects and more said that he would be very nervous trying to build it on live like this with watchers. Yeah, I agree. It
wasn't easy.
No, it's totally everything that I've ever done. I mean, it always works out, but there's always a little complication. All right, we're rocking down here to the end, guys. A couple of things we need to do. Number one is Moy. It's time to confess. I think I forgot to warn you about this, but at the end of every show, our guy that is the guest for the night, we have him confess to what is the most. It's called Woodshop Confessions. What's the most boneheaded thing that you've done recently in your shop that after you did it, you just go, "Oh crap! Why the heck did I do that?"
It wasn't that recent, but it's definitely the worst bonehead mistake I've made. Is I actually shot myself with a 2-inch brad nail in my thumb. It went right through. I caught it on video. I was filming for a film.
Did you hurt the nail?
Yeah, it got bent.
Sorry, that's something my father would always ask me.
You actually shot it through your thumb or your finger?
Yeah, well, I was holding down a piece of wood. It was a 2-inch nail, and I should have known better to stay away at least 2 inches from that area where I was driving the 2-inch brad nail. And I had my thumb so close that it hit another nail that I had shot previously and I forgot about. It hit it, and it did a complete U-turn and just came right back up, and it went right through my thumb. And I caught it on video. I actually made a little video just so I don't forget and do stupid things like that. So I've got a little shot mishap video on there, a little 1-minute clip, but it reminds me.
So did you get the point?
What's that?
Did you get the point?
I get it now.
Did that? Well, I'll bless you now so that you won't have any more accidents in your shop. But yeah, everybody's done that. Trust me. I've done a couple of situations like that. I shot I shot my 2 fingers together one time with a 16-pound nail.
Oh.
Yeah. And then one time I was holding on to a piece of wood, and I have a 1-inch nail with 2 3/4-inch pieces of wood. So there's no way that this brad nail is never going to go through 3/4 inch with a 1-inch nail. That's a 1/2 inch give me. I mean, I've got it.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to set the pressure down on the regulator, so I'm still running 180 psi on a gun that should only be running about 120. And so when I pulled the trigger, oh yeah, that 1-inch nail not only went through the 2 3/4-inch pieces, but it went out about another 1/4 or 3/8 of an inch into my finger. Because when I went to let go of the board moved with my finger. I never knew it hit me at that point until I went to move the board, and when the board moved, when my hand moved, I went, what the heck?
Oh, no.
Me and Mom was watching a video the other day of somebody building something. He's holding that board with one hand, then he took the nail gun right through his hand and shooting the wood, and his hand going right behind it. I thought, oh, he's going to shoot his hand off.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I get a lot of respect. I've got a couple of injuries. The one where I shot my fingers together was not my fault, so to speak. It is the gun shot. No, I'm serious. I was holding the board and shot it, and as I released the board and was pulling my hand away with the gun fired automatically on its own. Sometimes these guns will shoot twice.
Yeah,
Not once, but twice. And in the split second of me pulling my hand back, it fired in midair, and I hold my hand up. When I let go of the board and pulled back, it fired again and shot between my 2 fingers.
Boom.
Yeah. And I've had that happen before. We were just doing something the other day, and I had one fire too, just rapid, pow, shot 2 at one time. So, great job, my friend. You did really good. I'm looking forward to watching the videos on this and seeing the end project.
Thanks, Russ.
Yep. So.
Thanks for having me on.
We do got one question over in the chat. Mike Fulton. Moy, how did you like your homemade lathe and still holding up well?
It's still holding up well. It's here, I'll show you. It's hanging over there. How many of you can hang your lathe on the wall there? You see it back there?
I see it. That's pretty cool.
It's still holding up.
I can't hang mine on the wall, but I can stand it up and make a drill press out of it.
Oh yeah, yours is like a
All
transformer.
right, guys, we're getting ready to cut out here. Thank you again, Moy. Great job. I appreciate it. And, hey, if you want to, if you get this thing going along and want to do, I've got the next couple of weeks are booked up, but if like the third week out from today, if you want to come back on and show us a little bit more and do a little bit more, I'd be more than happy to have you back. Look, I mean, I know you want to do videos and post it on your YouTube channel, but we'd be more than happy in like 3 weeks to have you back and see what you've done and do another little thing. So,
Sure.
You can come on here and do little teasers.
yeah, great. It would be very great. Don't forget, guys, go to my here. Let me take it off of Moy. We're all locked in on Moy. Don't forget to go to my website and go to the contest up top and click on it or hold your mouse over it, and it'll drop down and it'll show you the giveaway, and all the instructions for the giveaway for the website are right there, readily available. You can see them. I will be posting a little short video. I don't know if I can get it done tomorrow, either tomorrow or Monday, on it and the contest rules and everything. Look for that on YouTube and on Facebook. And thank you, Brian, Donald. I know Dave Gatton was on here. Good to see you, Jerry. Good to see you again. Glad to have you on. Anytime you want to drop in, my friend, you're more than welcome.
Don't be so talkative next time.
I know that you've been kind of quiet over there. You haven't said a word.
It's hot, so I'm trying to run the AC, and I don't want to run the air with the sound on.
Well, I can't hear it. I mean, when you're talking, you can't hear it.
Mine's right there on full blast.
Yeah.
I turned it off because it's kind of hard to hear. It's 80 degrees right now in the shop, so.
Yeah. All right. Good to have you, John. Thanks again, Moy, and Shane and Shelley. Glad to have y'all, and all y'all over there. Al Forte. I've got to talk to him and make sure I'm making that right. Is it Forte or Forte? For tomato. Katie. A lot of people over there. Patrick's been over there. Donna Presley. All the regulars has been over there. I appreciate y'all watching and all your comments and everything over there. And remember one thing. If women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Did you do the key?
Oh, that's been done a long time ago, my friend.
Must have happened when I was changing computers.
Yep.
All right.
I tried to trick him into making it bigger, but it didn't work.
You have to watch the video to see it.
Yeah, I will.
All right. And another thing, just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody, and God bless, and thank you for watching.
Night, everybody. Thanks for coming.